What is up, my fanboys and fangirls? Welcome back to another movie commentary. My name is Luke, and I'm by myself.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Brett. And Luke's not by himself.
I am not by
The
myself.
sick boy is here.
Yeah, Tyler finally went to the doctor and figured out he's actually like legit sick, so we're just quarantining him in the corner.
I'm in a glass box of emotion in the corner.
Our commentary for this is going to be the same as our last episode. Sick Tyler, tired Luke, normal
And
Brett.
Normal Brett.
I may or may not fall asleep, and you will hear my normal sleeping, breathing pattern. And if that is the case, this will be the best commentary we ever put out.
Absolutely.
Speaking of commentaries, what are we watching here, Brett?
Ooh, I'm very excited. So in anticipation,
Not that everybody who clicked this doesn't know what we're watching.
that's true. If you're listening if you're listening to this, you already know. It's Star Wars The Force Awakens, because we've got Rise of Skywalker coming out in like 2 months, month and a half now. Mm-hmm. So in November we're doing this one. In December we're going to do Last Jedi. And will we ever do Rise of Skywalker? I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
We will.
We'll
We
have
will.
to. We have to finish the trilogy.
And then we've got to go back and do all the other 6 or 8.
I was actually talking to somebody at work recently, because my brother's never seen Star Wars, and I was like, how should we watch them? And he's like, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Don't watch 1. And I was like,
Machete. That's the machete order.
yeah. I was like, okay.
I think,
I'm not going to watch it that way. But.
So I at one point in my life was like, I love the idea of machete continuity and whatnot. But I think I've come around to just realizing that they're each special in their own way.
Listen.
And you can't not watch the final lightsaber battle.
Duel of
And
the Fates, baby.
Duel of the Fates is amazing.
I know, like, Phantom Menace isn't good, but it's better than Attack of the Clones. But I know it's the thing about it is it's not necessary.
Right.
But
That's pod racing.
now this is pod racing. That is the best scene in the movie, I think. I love the pod racing scene.
I think episode 2 or Attack of the Clones, episode 2 is like
So boring.
It's boring, but I think for people like me who are big into the lore, it's cool to see where how the stormtroopers and the Empire came from. Even if I'm the guy who buys lore books,
Yeah.
so that's gonna entertain me more than like pod racing that doesn't really fit into the narrative.
Yeah, absolutely. The scene is just exciting.
Yeah.
And I mean, Attack of the Clones, you have this entertaining Obi-Wan story.
Yeah.
Shrouded in mystery, and then you keep leaving it for this just incredibly boring love story. And also, we were a lot younger.
We were.
Yeah.
And
At the time.
love stories aren't what you're interested in when you're 12, 13 years old.
No.
Well, at least for me, it wasn't. I wanted to see lightsabers and X-Wings or I guess, what was it back then? Naboo's starfighters flying around.
Yeah.
Well, at least you'll get some of that in this movie.
I will. A little bit.
So it was almost 20 years? No. 10 years after. When did episode 3 come out? 2003. And this was 2015. So 12 years?
Yeah.
We had a nice 12-year gap between episode 3 and Force Awakens. This, of course, the first movie after Disney bought Lucasfilm. Entrusted to J.J. Abrams,
The one and only.
the rebooter.
Is that what JJ stands for?
Yeah,
Rebooter?
the rebooter.
Not even close.
Oh.
But I like it.
But yeah, I had a good time with this movie in theaters.
I did too.
I've seen it a number of times since, but
I like this movie.
I haven't watched it since I've seen The Last Jedi, so I'll be really curious to see how I feel about all this stuff.
I have after sitting on it for a while, I have a lot of problems with
Oh, yeah.
it, essentially just being episode 4.
Yeah.
But that
But at least
said,
it's fun. It's a good time.
it's fun. It's a good time. It has great visuals, and the new characters are great. Mm-hmm. The old characters, they come back, are great as well. Mm-hmm. So, should we actually watch the movie?
Yeah.
No, let's just watch the menu and.
I mean, this menu is pretty cool. So
It's
if you're
crooked.
watching along with us, I'm gonna hit the play button here in 3, 2, 1.
He lied to you. He didn't hit the play button.
Oh, what a douche.
I did.
Who invited this guy?
Luke,
I think he invited us.
Luke, you're supposed to read the anti-piracy. I'm disappointed.
I'm
Gray
tired.
screen.
Lucasfilm
Lucasfilm.
Limited.
You know what I'm most excited about for another Star Wars movie? The crawl and when everyone cheers in the theater. It's always such a cool
Yes.
experience.
Right here.
Yep.
Yeah. And then
Turn off your
right
flash,
at this
you
moment,
effing moron.
there's always somebody who does a Wookiee. And I wish I was better at it.
I don't know if I, like, growing up, seeing the prequels in theaters, because the prequels were the first ones I had a chance to see in theaters. I didn't really appreciate it.
Wait, you weren't alive in the 70s?
I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Oh.
Fun
I
fact.
thought you were that old.
I know. People seem to think that. I don't know why. I don't know what gives them that impression,
Maybe
Tyler.
it's the salt and pepper.
Luke Skywalker has vanished.
MacGuffin.
That is the
The
first
Mc- the-
mistake I think of the.
The MacGuffin.
Like, I like this movie, but I do think he should have been a part of it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because I think doing that led into some of the problems that I have with Last Jedi.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot, like, when you... I don't want to make this commentary about The Last Jedi. We'll talk about that next month. But when you do look at The Last Jedi, a lot of, especially Luke's characteristics and who he is, comes from this crawl. Like, it's because of this crawl that he is who he is in that. And some people, I'm fine with that. I really like it.
We might need to make this commentary about Last Jedi, because I'm pretty sure our Last Jedi commentary is just going to be a boxing match. so it might be best that we do it now, and then we'll just record ourselves punching each other next month.
You guys best hope that, A, you're feeling better and you're not sleepy, because I feel like I could probably take you both on right now.
I guarantee I'm sleepy.
You could kick the piss out of me right now, and I probably wouldn't move. Hey, look, it's a triangle.
So, I think that's such a cool shot, too. It's
Pretty dark.
it's a very, it's a callback shot, right? But done in an inverted way type of thing. It's not all bright. Oh, the
sick.
seizure scene. But yeah,
I think this looks awesome.
that was definitely, I feel like that was made for the trailer.
Yeah.
That's such a
Oh,
trailer
yeah.
scene. But, and then we get BB-8.
Bill Hader 8.
Our
Doing
new
his
little
thing.
droid. I
Ah!
love how he's chirping. Not beeping, he's chirping.
Well, he lives with birds, so he chirps.
This is another one of those, like, you think that he's going to be a huge part of the story. Not Poe Dameron,
This old guy?
the old
Max von
guy.
Sydow?
Yeah. Like, you don't, I don't feel like you just cast him to be, just have a cameo.
Yeah.
But,
I remember when he was cast, everybody was like, oh my gosh, this guy.
Who is he? What's his name in this?
Max von Sydow is the actor's name. I don't think he actually has a name in the movie.
yeah, I don't think it's...
What's he from? Actor.
He's the three-eyed raven in Game of
Oh.
Thrones.
Oh, yeah, people were riding high around this time on that.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that was like the main story of Game of Thrones at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Bran beyond the wall.
I do find it I mean, it's because it's a movie, but like every Star Wars opens with the bad guys have just discovered the good. Like the good guys are awful at hiding or figure like.
Except 6. It's the arrival of the Emperor on the Death Star.
No, that's true.
My thing is
even
this,
that-
man. All these stormtroopers coming off these little ships, they're like fish in a barrel. How are you guys not launching these dudes to the next dimension?
How have they not won already?
Like, how have the rebels not won this fight? This is stupid.
I think that's one of the really interesting things about Star Wars is that
Spoilers for Watchmen. There's magnets.
it's Star Wars is set. It's almost time locked in like that late World War I, early World War II era of like fighting styles. Like you do like that was like a Normandy beach landing type of thing. We have in like The Last Jedi, there's the bombers that are like slowly making their way. Like there are things that don't really make sense for the
flamethrower.
universe.
Yeah,
Right,
perfect.
they don't. But because it's Star Wars and that's the world that they've set up, we love it. It's great. It's fine because that's just what it is.
I love that key is perfectly fit for that little compartment. It fits the same shape and everything.
Yeah.
BB-8, you were meant for this.
He's the chosen one.
He is.
Ooh, Poe.
Guys, I saw a thing on my way here that Carrie Fisher's brother said that the original plan was for Leia Organa to be the last Jedi.
I saw that as well.
And I was like, what? She's been hiding this whole time. Just holding out.
That would have been
That's
cool.
dope. I want that skin for Apex Legends.
Oh yeah, with the red
Blood-smeared
mark.
Stormtrooper costume.
I bet you could get it in Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah, but then I'd have to play that game.
How handsome is Oscar Isaac?
He's pretty dang handsome.
He's very handsome.
This was like for me his intro movie.
Oh yeah, I think I'd only seen him in one or two other things.
So sorry for the coffee.
He is
It's all good.
Joseph in the Nativity story, so I've known about him for a while. And my family watches that almost every year, so.
And here's Darth Vader. I mean,
Baby
skinny Vader.
I
Went on a
freaking
diet.
love his outfit though.
Oh no, it's dope. It's so dope.
When the hood is up.
Honestly, Kylo is my favorite new character from this trilogy.
Oh
so-
yeah, I completely agree.
By a landslide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they said let's make an interesting villain. That's great. Like that's something Star Wars has always not had. Mostly because the prequels were about the villain of the original trilogy and like how he became that, even though it's whatever.
I heard Todd Phillips is going to make a character study on Darth Vader next. And he's dead.
Now
This is where I went, what is going on? That's not, oh my gosh, he just stopped a laser bolt. This dude is awesome.
I love that you can still see it kind of moving.
mm-hmm. And we already mentioned costumes a little bit, but like shout out to like the whole design team. I think the stormtroopers are a great like simplification, modern look, sleek look on stormtroopers. Poe I think looks perfect. Kylo's like a really good, like a really unique take on what someone who loves Darth Vader. And then there's Phasma. Who's,
I totally forgot about Phasma. I'm not going to lie to you.
I did too.
everyone forgets about Phasma.
What a freaking waste.
Dope costume, though.
Disney hyped her up so much.
They even wrote a book about her. They got a book written for
Was
it.
she useless in the book too?
I don't know.
I love how Kylo's so in touch with just even everyone else's mentality that he senses something's wrong.
Yeah. Yo, what the?
What was that?
You know what I really do like about Kylo's, I guess I could say design, more so Adam Driver. I like that for the first time in 7, the villain is not like this big, buff, bulky dude.
Yeah.
Like he's thin, he's
normal.
young, he's like a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy that. Because, the villain always, you feel like they're always stronger than the protagonist. They're always bigger. And, like, in this, I mean, obviously he's taller than Rey, but he's not, like, this physical presence more so than he is just a menacing guy.
Yeah. And I think when you have an interesting character playing that villain, you can get away with a less intimidating looking one.
Yeah, especially when it's Adam Driver. He's probably one of the greatest actors of our generation right now.
He's so good.
Yeah, and he's only getting better.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad we only get 3 Star Wars movies with him.
I know. But that's okay, because now he'll be able to go on to do more, and
Yeah.
he won't have this to always be on his schedule.
Well, that's the thing. You have, actors like Daniel Radcliffe, who for 15 years of his life couldn't do anything other than Harry Potter.
And now he struggles to find anything good. Yeah.
Right. So it's a blessing and a curse.
Is this the first movie where we get a stormtrooper without a helmet on?
A stormtrooper, yes. Unless you count Luke, who
Yeah.
dresses up as one. And then there's Rey, the scavenger.
That doesn't do a whole lot of scavenger outside of the scene.
Yeah.
Scavenging. Hey, it's a sideways screen from the menu.
Oh, hey. She just got to turn it on. She could watch a really cool movie.
Yeah, she could. She could watch the movie she's in.
It's a shame we can't really hear super well. Because this is the first time you get introduced to Rey's theme, which is so good.
Rey's theme is very good. And this is just the brilliance of John Williams, but like the themes and the leitmotifs that are sprinkled throughout Star Wars are some of the best, maybe the best in cinema. And especially when you have a 9 movie saga, to make those all work together, he's done a fantastic job.
Star Wars introduces sledding.
I love her outfit in this scene too. It's dope.
It's so practical. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And it looks...
Oh, 3D
really cool.
shot.
I actually have this movie in 3D.
Oh, yeah?
Because it was cheaper to buy the 3D Blu-ray than it
Combo.
was to just buy the Blu-ray at the time. I don't know why, but my in-laws have a 3D TV, so we
this
watched
shot.
it over there in 3D.
That's a gorgeous shot.
Hey, we get another one of those in 9 with the Death Star.
That's right. With the Death Star?
Or whatever.
Practical bird. I also appreciate how
Death
much
Star
of,
4.0 that they have in this movie.
how much of this the creature design is practical. Which is pretty typical across Star Wars, but not other franchises.
Excluding the prequels.
That's true. Yeah, excluding the prequels. This is a great character moment for her. Do I want to be this old lady in 45 years, 80 years? I don't know how old she is.
What if she was an alien and she's actually like 24?
That's true.
She just
Is-
looks weird.
Simon Pegg plays the, I don't know,
The
tradesman.
quartermaster?
The quartermaster. So there's his little
The
cameo.
local Quick Trip cashier.
That's a very episode 4 shot.
I was going to say, I've seen this shot before.
It's beautiful. I love it.
I like her little action figures.
Counting down the days.
Too many marks on the wall. I also love that this is a practical effect as well.
I
still don't understand how it
don't
works.
understand how they made it work. Science.
I'm going to science the out of it.
She met Matt Damon on Jakku.
Whee!
She's like, no, don't go without found me. I think this is funny. She's like, I'm gonna put this helmet on. Look at me, I'm a pilot. Yum, 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 yum.
This is like the childlike faith of Rey.
Yeah.
moment. She should have left the helmet on for the whole scene.
She'll left it on for the whole movie.
She looks so young in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, compared to 8. She
Yeah.
looks so young.
It was shot, what, probably 2014?
Probably.
13?
Because this one came out in 15, right?
Yeah. Hey, rescuing your friends. That's a win. Stephanie's joining us.
I just came to bring treats.
Oh, we got yelled at for eating on mic the other.
We'll start a fight and eat them anyways.
Tyler and I can, well, technically Luke can. I don't remember how. We can mute ourselves while we eat.
Hand cough.
I'm nervous about eating some stuff.
What do you
I
got
have a
in there?
crown.
Is this leftover Halloween candy?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm taking the Reese's Pieces.
What you got in there, boss?
Reese's Pieces.
I'll mute while I go through this.
I find it interesting that I was thinking the exact same thing. No, I find it interesting
That is how I greet guests now.
that in this one it kind of just establishes that everybody can understand droids,
Yeah.
which I've always thought has been kind of questionable. Like, maybe Luke can understand R2 because he's been with them for so long in these first 2 movies.
Right.
But no, this one's just like, oh, random droid I met, I can understand your beeps. Or if that's just force sensitivity, and I don't know, but
My guess is it's more just the nature of, I mean, I don't know. Her being, you know, being in contact with, like, traders and that kind of thing, and just the necessity of having to learn different languages. I could see that, too.
mm-hmm.
And maybe the fact she has the force in her.
Well, if the Force works like that.
Oh,
You don't know how the force really works.
Inject that into my veins. Now I got the force.
Hi, podcast. You're very loud. Can I pet you?
I didn't know the
Um,
force made noise.
What is
I
the force?
appreciate in this interrogation scene that, like, Pope is up a little fight, but again, this is the only thing we've seen when Kylo Ren's been on screen is just how powerful he is, and that not even like
Muted?
the Resistance's best fighter pilot has the actual not brain power, but mental strength to resist. Oh, Dominic Gleeson. Get to see him.
Boo.
He gets reunited with Poe Dameron from Ex Machina.
Mm-hmm.
They played very different roles, both of them, in that movie. Oh, Rey's little
Childlike faith, man.
innocence. I mean, in reality, it's a, you know, movie about growing up and losing your innocence. Some of that hope. Yeah, what about them droids? This is not the droid you're looking for.
Hey, Uncle Ben, this one's got a bad motivator. That's a lot of bread. A lot of magic bread.
I know some people have said that Daisy Ridley, like, maybe isn't quite as caliber of an actress as, you know. I think people came into this and were like, "Oh, she's really good," and then since then, people have been like, "Ah, you know, she's she's gotten better, but she definitely wasn't that. I think this role was a great first role for her though, because some of that like awe and like she sells it really well. And I think it's just because it's a freshman performance,
I was
right?
gonna say
Like,
it truly is big for her.
yeah,
I mean, it just kind of reminds me of like Mark Hamill.
absolutely.
Outside of Star Wars, I don't really know if he's really, first of all, in anything that much live action, and I don't really think he'd be super good at
Yeah.
being Luke Skywalker.
Right.
But I mean, he's an incredible voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
What can we think of that Mark Hamill's in? He's in Kingsman. He's in the Flash TV show from the 90s and the new one. That's it that I can think of.
He's in a Netflix show called Nightfall, which I hear is good, but I haven't watched it.
I am shocked that you have not watched it.
I've got too many shows to watch.
I thought you've watched them all this year.
This is a fun little jailbreak scene. That's you've got the best pilot and you've got someone on the inside, and it still doesn't quite go right. This is very complicated.
A funny complaint that I heard about this scene is they climb in there and he takes off his helmet, and then Poe never had one. Is that the pilots for TIE fighters always wear their helmets because there's no oxygen inside of there.
Oh, interesting.
That's why they're always got their helmets on and
Well, this
oxygen tanks going up.
is the first order TIE fighter. It's
Yeah,
been
true.
upgraded.
Very true, and also
They've made some
that
improvements.
is a fanboy on the internet. So
Yeah, yeah.
Who knows if that's even accurate at all? I always assumed they were wearing the helmets because they looked cool.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Why else do you wear a helmet?
Protection.
I love that, like, oh, this thing really moves, that line from Poe, because I think it just really emphasizes that,
TIE fighter's a good ship.
it's a good ship. And we just see him getting blasted out of the sky in every movie, but like, it's like someone hopping in a Ferrari and being like, oh, this is, I'm not taking this into battle necessarily, but this thing can move.
And I just think
I take
Kind of-
Ferraris into battle.
kind of with that, like, you have the X-Wings, which they're kind of junky, but they're powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the TIE fighter, which is just the elite ship. But you have soldiers that are just churned out for TIE fighters, so they're
Yeah.
not going to be the best pilots, whereas Rebel fighters, they're there to win. They know what they're doing.
Yep.
So what it comes down to is a pilot. Also, X-Wing is better than TIE fighter. I love the X-Wing so much. It is my favorite ship. When you guys went to Planet Comic-Con or whatever, I begged you guys to bring me back an X-Wing figure, and you did.
We delivered.
I was so happy.
I wasn't sure you'd love it because of the size. I thought maybe it would be too small. And the fact that it's actually like a Christmas ornament.
Yeah.
But it's super detailed, so I thought, it's probably
I
good
play
enough.
with it like every week.
You do. The fun tracking missiles.
Hey, kitty cat. I just want to say that, yes, I'm chilling into my mic, and I don't care. I'm hungry. My Reese's Pieces are almost gone.
Thank goodness. I don't care what color it is. And this is really the point where it kind of sets up Finn's entire arc. Also, they should not survive that fall from that high. And one thing if they get shot down near the surface, but they are entering the atmosphere from that.
Hey, we don't know how physics works in Star Wars land.
We definitely don't, because they drop bombs straight down in space.
What I was gonna say though, sorry, before we got distracted, was that like
He got there fast.
that kind of sets
Also,
up.
he ejected.
Yeah.
He did. That's true. It sets up
Jeez, Brett.
Finn's whole arc in terms of like where he is now versus where he is in The Last Jedi, and I'm very curious to see where he ends up at the end of Rise of Skywalker, but we got to get as far away from the First Order as we can.
Does he get surprise kissed in the Rise of Skywalker?
It won't be no surprise.
I bet he does some surprise kissing.
Oh. Some quicksand. Convenient quicksand.
Luckily, it let him get the jacket first,
Yeah.
so he could finish his outfit.
Thank goodness. Because we can't have him walk around in stormtrooper gear. I don't understand that explosion.
The
Was
air,
it a...
air pockets from when the TIE fighter went down there collapsed. So it's like when you push a cup upside down through water and you tilt it, and it goes. Boom.
Oh, okay. I can buy that. Physics master Luke over here.
It's science, boy.
The mix of emotions I get from Finn, I remember in the trailer, like, homie was in a freaking stormtrooper outfit. He had a fighter jacket on, and then at the end of the trailer, he had a lightsaber. And I'm like, this dude does everything. He's the best ever. No one will ever be as cool as him. And then I just quickly was like, oh, okay. Maybe not.
He has his moments, but he's really only motivated by two things.
Finding Rey.
Rey and getting as far away from the First Order as he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's running.
He's
He was running.
Space, but you'll never find a hive of more something of villainy. I don't remember the line. I'm ashamed.
You should be.
I was just telling you it's okay.
Oh, okay.
I also really like the Clone Army little reference there.
Oh, yeah, because Rey's a clone.
Duh.
I gotta find as many clues as I can. There's one.
We kind of have two MacGuffins in this movie. Luke and Snoke. Not that they're actually trying to find Snoke, but...
Not that it matters.
Not that it matters. That's... I love this. I love a lot about this movie, don't I? I
really enjoy this movie.
It's just more fun to like things than dislike things. So even when I have serious complaints about something, if I'm going to talk about it, chances are I'm going to talk about
Oi!
the things I
Get
like.
your bloody hands off him!
I just like that the first like 10 minutes of Finn is just him sprinting everywhere. Like, hey, you got the job. Awesome. What do I need to do? Run a lot. Like Tom Cruise running workout plan.
What else? Has he really been in anything else at this point?
He was in a movie called Detroit, I think.
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
And then
you're
he's
right.
in a movie called Imperial Dreams.
I didn't see that. I wanted to see Detroit. I never got around to seeing it, though.
And then I think he's in Attack the Block, isn't he?
I don't know.
I think he's in Attack the Block, which is like this weird alien British movie where like these gang dudes in London get attacked by aliens or something. It looks pretty funny.
Huh, all right. BB with his little electric zapper, little taser. I think it's interesting there that they're carrying over that master relationship between droids. I think that's one of the more interesting decisions, rather than it being I don't know. Droids have so much personality in Star Wars, but they're just machines. They're
all have one
owned.
personality.
Well, yeah,
Sassy.
sassy. Oh, no, yeah. No one's calling L3 from Solo.
Oh no. We don't. Nope. Not going down that path.
You know,
She doesn't have a master. That's all I'm
I'd forgotten
saying.
about L3.
You're welcome.
I tried to stop it. I tried, man. He had to do it.
Fine, let's talk more about Force Awakens.
I saw
do-
that Solo movie once.
I do like these two and their chemistry, especially in this movie, because they're both kind of like that. They got that youthful energy.
Mm-hmm.
So like this up
Plus,
until
the second movie, they're not even together. At all.
yeah, no, they're not. They're not.
Did you
Together at
Did
all.
you see what the subtitle just said?
Oh no, what did it say?
Thug speaking alien dialect. Best subtitle so far.
Oh yeah, we need to start a thing where we, at the end of each commentary, say what's our favorite
Subtitle?
Ominous music is always mine.
Yeah, ominous music's great.
I love that the stormtrooper guns their blasters have scopes.
I love how they just immediately call an airstrike.
It's like this isn't worth running around. Let's just blow it all up.
It's like, we have a stolen.
They're on the run, blow 'em up.
35. Just blow it up.
Look at my boy Finn is just sprinting everywhere. Big fan of that. And yeah, it's cool that their chemistry is so good because it's kind of both of their like coming out party as actors. Like,
I like how she's like, "Follow me," and then he's still in the lead.
not anymore. She's dusting him now.
And that's when I think everybody
Everyone
kind of had an
realized.
idea. What a piece of junk.
Oh, it's good to see an old friend again, even if it's not in great shape. I have the same. I'll say that exact same line again when I see Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Great to see you again, even though you're not in great shape.
Hey, I think everyone was really worried about Harrison Ford phoning it on this movie, and he did not. He did a pretty good job.
Time to skedaddle.
I also think this is maybe the first time we really get to see, like, I just think anytime you're following ships in this movie, when there's a flight scene, I think JJ does this way better than George or anyone else ever did. And part of that's technology. Obviously, the original trilogy stuff, that's all real in terms of using measures and stuff like that. Prequels, I think, tended to feel a little flashy with their, like, hey, we can do CGI stuff. And the flying in here feels so kinetic. They do some impossible shots, but I think that's fine.
Love that old school targeting system.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like whispering to the audience.
Are they yelling at each other?
Because they have headsets on. But yes, they are yelling across the...
Because they don't have headsets on. But in the original, they put headsets on.
Finn put his headset on. I wonder if Rey's just using a comm system.
Okay, maybe.
She's using the Force.
Whee!
This is
Engine
so
revving.
cool. It's flying around this wreckage.
Do you think like the pilots of the TIE fighters like go through class and they're like, yeah, if you see this ship, it probably means you're gonna die,
Yeah.
and then it's a picture of the Millennium Falcon,
Probably.
and they're just like, yeah, we'll go after it, it's fine. For consistency's sake, that complaint, that dude does have a helmet with oxygen
Yep.
hookups on it.
Oh.
I got an idea.
We.
Drift City. Enter the Tokyo Drift theme song. Bum, bum, bum. I like how they always like they move their head like they're dodging a shot.
Oh yeah. To be fair, I do the exact same thing when I'm playing video games.
Do you really?
Depending on what, if it's like an FPS, no. But if it's like a flight sim, absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely,
yeah,
I'll do the
flight
whole
sim.
like go this way.
Yeet.
I have no idea if I would do something like that.
I do it in FPSs if I'm like peeking a corner.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, not important as what we're talking about, but space.
Donk.
I think they made that sound.
I bet they had an
Wait.
anvil and they just hit it.
What are those water bottles that make that clunk noise?
Oh, one of the Nalgene's.
What are those called?
Like how it's like a clear plastic screw top.
No, it's the metal ones.
A hydro flask?
Hydro flask.
Okay. Boom.
I love. She's like, he's with the resistance, and BB-8's like, this dude.
Head tilt, like wait, and Finn's like, he's on to me.
Yeah. I've decided that all droids are cats, and that is now how I will understand them in Star Wars.
That makes sense.
I would go dogs, I feel like. Because they're
No.
following people around.
No, but they're all sassy like cats.
they got the attitude of cats.
And they're not
A
like
cat does not follow people, though.
We
Petunia
have some
follows
cats
My
who do.
Dana.
cat does.
Man, but if you leave, it'll be fine.
Yeah, the droids can take care of themselves. Remember in the prequels, R2-D2 had his own fight scene, dude.
That's true.
Yeah, I hate that scene.
Yeah. I hate cats.
Oh, we get a little.
Dude, Emo's not dead. That's what I learned from this scene.
I think
Instrument smashing.
some people saw this and were like, "This is how I'm supposed to act on the internet, right?"
What?
Oh my God.
for that hand signal there. I was also muted so I could cough, but hopefully somebody picked that up.
What girl? Ah, and I hate.
You
the
mean
bait.
he can't force project himself across the galaxy to see her? Or are they not connected yet at this point?
I'm sure they're not connected yet. It's made pretty apparent that Snoke doesn't know who Rey is until after this movie.
Snoke doesn't know?
What?
No,
Or do you say Kylo?
Snoke.
Okay.
Droid, please.
Illenium. He's a DJ.
The thumbs up. That's the greatest GIF of 2015.
Poor Finn. He just does not want to be in your
Roses are
jacket
red,
at all.
violets are blue. Why does everybody go back to Jakku?
Got a boyfriend?
I have the same question. No.
Yours is probably more aimed at Daisy Ridley than Rey, though.
Yeah, so? How do we know that wasn't just John Boyega talking to
Daisy Ridley.
They just so happened to film it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the thing over top of them, and I thought you were going to say, how do we know this isn't Dr. Manhattan?
Well, it could be. He's decided to go red glowy now instead of blue glowy.
No, it's not, and you should know that. It's not a first order ship.
They only saw the red light.
I mean, maybe.
And now the whole ship is in red light, too.
It's just Kylo standing out there with his lights
Yeah.
ignited, so everybody can see.
Let's get the power turned up to 11. Overclock it.
That seems like such bad planning.
Yeah. To not filter out toxins.
If there's mustard gas, you're probably gonna die. But if there's smoke, you good.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Another scene shot specifically for the trailer.
This is Peter Mayhew's last performance as Chewie.
And then Jonas, I don't know how to say his last
I
name.
can't pronounce the last name either.
I would never know how. I wouldn't even try.
How does she know? That is a legitimate, maybe, like, criticism of this movie. She just does seem to...
She just knows
She
things.
knows everything, except who she is. But he is like, I have no trouble understanding a BB-8. I have no trouble understanding Chewie. I know how to fly
The Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon. When, like, you know, what we've seen her pilot was the little junker thing, speeder, sand speeder. It's not even a speeder. Like, that's very different than a spaceship. That said, it's a 2-hour, 20-minute movie, and you got to get through it.
Yeah.
So I understand, like, sometimes it's just easier to not have.
She also knows that there's too much stress on the hyperdrive.
Yeah.
Kind of seems like ships are kind of like cars. If you know how to drive a car,
Yeah.
you know how to drive a car.
Yeah.
So, like, she's good with cars, whereas Finn works in First Order. He knows how to shoot a gun. That's probably it.
Right.
He knows how to walk on the field and die.
He knows how to not hit his target.
That's right.
Well,
'Cause
and,
that's an important part of being a stormtrooper.
and he knows how to mop up a floor.
That too.
Sanitation.
Sanitation. You're a janitor?
This is my least favorite scene from the movie.
Yeah. This is a weird. I don't know why they decided to put this scene in.
I know.
Had to get that runtime up.
Well, I don't know. I think they maybe wanted a creature scene. That said, I don't think.
Or
this
maybe
is
just
the
wanted
right
another
creature.
action scene.
Probably. I mean, realistically, that's probably it. Because we don't get another one until they get to Maz's
castle.
And even then, you get a whole scene at Maz's castle, and then it's an amazing action scene.
Mm-hmm.
I do like his little. He's still got to try to talk his way out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that. Harrison Ford did not phone it in this movie. He may be a little old and grizzly.
I'm just looking
But-
forward to his Indiana Jones punch he does.
Oh yeah.
Dale
50,000.
at the Conja Club. Everybody has a blaster in this universe. Tell that to Conja Club.
Full.
Okay, cool. I'll probably need to replace mine here in a second. Might just do that now. Luke, your battery's good.
Yeah.
Isn't that the dude from The Raid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another casting that everybody was really excited for.
And nothing came of
And
it.
then literally, they did nothing.
Yeah, I think that, and this is another thing that JJ does, is that it's like, hey, I'm a famous actor and I'd like to be in your movie, or hey, you did something cool, why don't you come be in my movie? Which can be cool. I think in a universe like Star Wars, it's hard to get away with unless it's something like later on Daniel Craig's a stormtrooper. That works because you don't see Daniel Craig, but when you see, and most audiences probably weren't like, oh, I know that guy from The Raid, because a very small amount of people actually saw The Raid.
Look at that run. Woo!
I'm just ready for this punch.
Such an Indiana Jones punch. It's great.
And the sound effect.
Yeah, oh
that
yeah.
classic punch sound.
I do think Rathtars might be my least favorite Star Wars creature that's featured in a movie.
Mine is the one from the beginning of Solo. The worm
The worm.
that they all work for.
Mine is Solo.
Who can't go in the sun.
Mine is that whole movie. What I do think when you bring in actors like the guy from The Raid and stuff is you do loosely involve another audience that may not be.
Yeah. Well, and in that case, I think you have to set an expectation. Why
Yeah.
do you bring them in? Because they're good at something, and then hopefully we get to see them be good at that thing in the movie, and they don't do that here.
No.
Probably one of the reasons why this scene or the sequence doesn't really work for me.
I do feel like this scene is just action for the sake of action, though. I think that's a very good point. When I was watching it the first time, I don't think I felt that way about it. But, like, looking at it now, like, yeah.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Yeah, this definitely fits into Joseph Campbell's hero journey arc. Also, not the first time he should have shot that.
Yeah.
He should not be surprised at how powerful it is. But that idea of the hero doesn't want to accept the call and go on the adventure. Both of them are. Finn doesn't want to. He wants to get out of Dodge. Rey doesn't want to. She wants to go back to Jakku. And this scene is the okay, we're being forced into it in a way. So I get, storytelling point why it's here. I think it could have been done better.
If I've played any video game ever, I know that blasters or machine guns do not stop vehicles.
I think that's a pretty cool shot of the Rathtar, like, disintegrating.
Inform the First Order. I just like that guy's accent. It's hilarious. And I'm a little jealous of it.
You should be a little jealous
He's
of that accent.
angry. He's an angry elf.
Oh, here we go.
Hey,
Star Killer Base.
Death Star 4.
4?
3?
3? I think it's 3.
4 will probably be a 9. So.
Probably.
Snoke just said The Last Jedi and Skywalker Returns. Like the next movie is called The Last Jedi and Rise of the Skywalker is the... Never mind.
No, we get it. It's just
So
Snoke.
Snoke is the last Jedi and is the next Skywalker that will rise, is what you're telling me. He's going to sew his legs back together. And
No,
rise.
the Emperor is the new Skywalker. The Emperor all along actually been Anakin's dad.
But Rey's a clone.
Yes. That theory still holds.
So is Snoke. Snoke is also a clone, but he became evil.
I would not be surprised by that.
It's a pretty cool throne room. Even though it's just like
A
holographic.
projection.
I don't know how I felt about Snoke and
He has eyebrows?
I think I was maybe expecting a little more just because they cast Andy Serkis to play him. That said, kind of the big bads in Star Wars have always been just kind of it's just a figurehead, and so
Yeah.
Was
I
the
know.
Emperor even mentioned in A New Hope ever? Or did he just come up in Empire?
I don't know. I think Empire's definitely the first time we see him,
Yeah.
but I don't know if he's even mentioned in New Hope.
I don't think he is.
It's a very specific number. 6 times.
It's because there's been 6 movies before this. I ripped out L3. That dumb hoe. Sorry, that might have been mean. But
Luke
I
is salty.
really hate that character.
Me too. I share that opinion.
Aw. Nostalgia.
I was like, oh yeah, I never finished that game.
Bye.
Good night, Stephanie.
Good night.
Thank you for joining us
Oh,
briefly.
Night.
Oh, that means I get the recliner. Oh, I get the comfy chair. Ah, the map.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. Crossover confirmed.
Went fishing.
So this is something I do, like, I will give JJ a lot of credit for. Like, I love bringing back the histories that, like, it's not like he just went to go be by himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he did, but he also went to go,
He was looking for something.
he was looking for something. He was looking for answers because he felt that he had failed. And we get that, visually, briefly at the end of the movie. And yeah, that.
So, the First Order has that map.
Mm,
They just need the missing piece.
no, they have the part of the map. I don't know if they have any of the map. I think if they have a part of the map, it's part that R2 has.
Which is like the whole universe except for that square. That's
Right.
So why don't I just go look in that square?
Well, it's a big place.
You need a movie.
They
You need a reason they're pursuing these people.
I need to get a look at this map.
Hey, look, it's Hogwarts.
Oh my gosh, Hogwarts with lightsabers. Can you imagine?
Dude, when we were talking about the machete order earlier,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was all the candy I ate. We were talking about the machete order. I was thinking Star Wars with machetes. And I was like, man,
Oh.
that would be awesome.
In KOTOR, you used vibro blades, which is kind of like a machete.
It's called what?
A vibro blade?
That sounds awesome.
Oh yeah, dude. It's what
Sorry,
you-
I'm trying really hard not to cough.
It's what you use before you figure out that you're a Jedi.
I am a Jedi.
I like that little interaction there between Han and Finn.
This is the most green I've ever seen in my life. Green screen.
Yeah.
One of the best outtakes ever.
You know what I think of every time I see that scene? I think of a lighter. You know how to use one of those things? Yeah, you hit the button. There's a little bit more to it than that. You have to like flick it and hit the button at the end of it. And I always think of a lighter. I don't know why. What? Sorry guys, I have the itis. I hope every time I mute this it doesn't make like a beep noise.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good.
I mean, we'll still probably pick you up a little bit on our mics, but
Yeah, I apologize.
it's all good. I do, again, just one of those moments that I think Daisy really does a really good job in. That like, I've always wanted to be a co-pilot. Then she declines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think it was luck.
Practical robot.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Maz Kanata.
Am I allowed to reuse quotes?
Yes. Hey, you were on Monday Night Football this week.
Mr. Cuddles. The cantina scene.
Every Star Wars movie's got to have one.
Honestly, at first, I thought they were just playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Well, hopefully he didn't want to be discreet about being there.
He's like, oh, frick. Oh, boy.
You done messed up now, AA Ron. Hey, no, stop, cat. This one has gum in it.
Those are all empty, little kitty cat.
That's a weird ordeal.
Yeah, that's grody.
It's a reggaeton band.
It's pretty cool characters in here.
Yeah. He's got Boba Fett colors.
He literally has a microphone for a mouth.
Hey, look, it's Cara Delevingne. Oh. Maybe not.
A Gundam. I found the droid in alien language.
Did you just decide to lay on all the rappers?
That's what they do. They lay on trash.
Dude, Dana stepped on Petunia earlier, and she squealed really loud.
Oh, no.
And I was like, Dana, you're a monster. She doesn't love you anymore.
Oh wonder if this poor guy knows that his granddaddy also is the one who ended the threat for the good side.
Don't think so.
Dun, 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 dun,
I think this would have been a fantastic reveal. Because earlier Snoke says, you know,
your father.
your father, Han Solo. I think that would have been a really cool, like,
Surprise.
surprise to leave it to right there. Obviously, you couldn't have cut back to this quite so fast. You'd have had to change pacing a little bit, but
Do you think they did that to, like, they were, like, upfront about it to avoid having the exact same reveal?
probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is the scene right here that confirms Luke's theory.
Yep. This is where my theory originates. Kind of, maybe in a bit, but it's in this area.
You wanna explain your theory?
Should I do it before or after?
Oh, I guess you can do it after. That's fine.
I'll wait until. I can explain a little bit of it once Rey and Finn leave the table.
I love how she just doesn't care. Just gonna crawl on the table.
Because they're clones.
Well, actually, Finn, she kind of does. That's maybe another one of the weaker points of the movie, is that I don't feel like that's a convincing argument for Finn to make. Based on what we've seen from him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's whatever. Again, you got to simplify things for a movie.
Yeah. I love you, Rey. I want to spend the rest of my
He
life
does
with
run
you.
around like Forrest Gump. Maybe maybe he's the Star Wars version of Forrest Gump.
I love you, Janae.
I love you, Rey. Thanks for the gun.
Who's the girl?
Okay.
So that's kind of part of it, and like The Last Jedi gave us supposed answers that I think are totally true.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll probably talk about that a little more when we watch The Last Jedi.
Sure, that's fine.
That's one of the coolest scenes in that movie.
Yeah. But just it kind of lays out her importance that she's kind of known.
Yeah.
Like Maz knows there's something up with her. And that kind of leads up to this scene coming up here that I'll explain after when she gets the lightsaber.
Oh, yeah.
Are they in front of a green screen on this?
I wouldn't think so. That's a practical set.
It looks really weird though. Maybe it's just his hair. It's not like you could go back, boss.
Yeah, they'd shoot you.
They're pretty confident that they know you pieced out and shot up their dock.
Ooh. Hearing some things.
It's hearing herself as a little girl screaming.
As a
Well,
little,
all right, just spoil it. Why not?
as a little clone.
Baby clone.
Nah, fake memory. No, I don't know. My clone theory isn't really wholly thought out a whole lot.
Like BB-8, just kind of slowly coming down the
How's he
stairs.
gonna get back up?
Maybe he can use his head as like a.
He has those little clamp things to pull himself up.
Oh, those
Oh,
rope
yeah.
shooter things.
Oh, how'd that door open? The Force.
Yeah, dude. That's the answer.
Clearly.
It's always the Force, no matter what. Perfect. The box is sitting out.
And it's unlocked.
Mm-hmm. Because something of that would definitely be in an unlocked box.
right.
Not that you can just break the box.
Yeah.
Do we get? All right, internet. Internet will tell me. I
Yoda,
suppose.
echoing its energy, surrounds us.
And binds us.
Binds us.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Our one shot of the Knights of Ren.
So I think that's going to come back into play because they have a Force connection. I think Kylo saw her there,
Oh.
like in the past,
Yeah, yeah.
and just didn't know it was her.
'Cause now they're in the future.
Now they're in the future. These are your first steps into a big old bright old world.
What
But-
other visions have we seen in Star Wars? I'm trying to remember.
I mean, the dreams with Anakin of Padme dying.
That's true.
But so here's the theory I've kind of got going on.
Okay. Hit me.
I'm not sold on this. So
Well, now I'm not going to believe it.
I'm just trying to make sense of my own raise a clone theory because it started off as kind of a joke and then I started to believe it myself and now I'm like fully into it.
I love it.
But if it's not it, whatever, I don't care. I'm just going all in on it. Anyway, they found a lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
Luke's lightsaber.
Yep.
It was left with a hand.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever got the lightsaber, there was maybe somewhere around it was probably a hand. So I think that there's clones of Luke out there, and I think Rey is one of those.
Oh.
The vision, and this is the part that I'm really loose on, I think might be triggered by like a biological chip she might have like the clones did. I just kind of thought about that now.
Okay. Okay.
Because in Star Wars The Clone Wars, we learned that all the clones have a chip in them, and that's what sets off Order 66.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she has one of those, and she was supposed
To have that memory.
to have some type of something. I don't know. I'm just kind of bullcrapping now.
I like it. Give us some more BS.
Anyway, memory is triggered when she touches the lightsaber. It disengages her chip. I don't know, and that's why she's never going dark. Maybe there's other Rey clones out there, and that's why in the Rise of Skywalker trailer we see her with a double-bladed red lightsaber.
Who knows?
More visions.
More visions. I don't know. It's loose theories, but I think a strong theory of that Rey is a clone from Luke's missing hand.
That would be so dope.
Shout out to Dominic Gleeson right here, because I love this performance. I know that some people think maybe it's a little over the top.
Oh,
but
yeah, it's way
that's
over
the
top.
point, I think.
It's just too Hitler for me.
It's very Hitler.
I'm like, I watch it, I'm just like...
Hey, is that Ghost from Ant-Man 2? Is that her?
Oh, I don't
Maybe.
know. Possibly.
Let's rewind it. Just kidding.
There's no rewinding in Star Wars.
No, there's no rewinding in commentaries.
No, that's true.
Yeah, there's definitely rewinding in Star Wars.
Oh, another thing. I hate this weapon. I hate that it's just like, it's okay. We can blow up 5 planets at once.
From across the system.
Right.
Duh.
Hope you're ready to start running again, Mr. Finn.
Get your Tom Cruise on.
Who do you think would win in a race, Tom Cruise or Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump.
You think so?
Dude played football at Alabama.
I think if it was a marathon, Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise in a sprint.
I don't know.
Forrest Gump ran across the nation like 20 times. Only stopping to poop and sleep.
This is my defense in the sprint category. Forrest Gump was so fast, he only ran in straight lines on a football field at Alabama, and nobody could catch him. That's how I know he's fast.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
He literally runs a 90-degree angle, and no one can catch him. It's ridiculous. Inquisitively.
Chirping.
Yeah. I'm asking you a question. I wonder what it's like for Bill Hader to do this.
Yeah, I'd like to watch him in the booth just going, Michael Bay shot.
Oh yeah. Surprised there's not a Transformer in that scene. Or Kong.
Just standing up,
Yeah.
silhouetted against the sun. A good question for another time. That is a huge sentence. That is
Yeah.
a huge sentence, and it's just never addressed.
Yeah.
And it drives me insane.
Well, maybe that's one of the questions that JJ's mentioned will be answered
Yeah.
in 9, because he said he's going to answer as many questions as he can.
Yeah.
So maybe that's one that they address, and I hope it is. If they could only address one, that might be the one I would want answered.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of just more fuel for my raise a clone theory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she knows more about Rey than she's letting on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like, there's a deleted scene where Maz uses the Force.
I think.
Ooh, failure.
Ah.
That was normal for Stormtrooper though.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just killed a man.
No, I think what you said earlier when she's like, "What's up with the girl?" And then she's like, "Good question for another time." Like, she obviously knows a lot.
Mm-hmm. And they're just not giving you answers yet.
Yeah.
Because I think JJ's plan was, oh, this will be answered in the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it was.
And Ryan Johnson's like, "Yeah, F yo sequel. Doing my own thing."
It was just answered that
She's no one.
she was no one.
Yeah.
Because, fuel for my theory, no one meaning she's not unique.
Mm-hmm.
She's created
There's your Han Solo shot.
in a lab.
Dude, this scene got me so hyped when Finn uses the lightsaber.
Dude, yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Plus,
I was so
I
excited.
love the ignition sound of the
Yeah.
Skywalker lightsaber. It's
Oh
awesome.
yeah. I was so excited that Finn was going to be I was like really hoping Finn would be the Jedi in this story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with him not being. But I really thought it was going to be him.
Mm-hmm.
Traitor!
I also love how they have weapons designed to fight lightsabers.
Yeah. This fight's fun. I like this one. I just love that Finn's like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I've seen people use these things, so I'm going to do what they do.
Well, you know, it's as a basic infantryman, he's should have been taught some sort of hand-to-hand combat.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like he'd be totally useless.
Dude, I bet if Finn had a freaking mop right now, he'd be wrecking this dude.
That's probably what he learned with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once again, showing us the power of the bowcaster.
Mm-hmm. They really emphasize that through this movie.
They really do.
And I think a lot of people didn't understand that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, how does this girl beat Kylo? He got shot with a rocket launcher in the stomach. That's what happened.
Yeah, but if you punch yourself in that wound, it helps.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like picking a scab. You know, you're like, ah, ooh, that hurts, but I kind of like it. Like something's bleeding. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Love
is a great
scene.
shot.
Love the music, too.
Mm-hmm.
His helmet's like crooked on his face.
I love this level on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I love playing here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real shame the game had such a crappy launch, because it is a really good game.
The amount of stormtroopers who get ragdolled in this movie is outrageous. Thanks for the bowcaster.
He's like, a civilized weapon.
I can use this. He's the best aiming stormtrooper there is, man.
I think it's the helmet.
Gotta be.
Take off the helmet and
he just
you can actually
gadded
hit
those two
something.
dudes down like it was nothing. Look at this. Look at this.
This is a fantastic long shot or long take of Poe. And so begins their
Their bromance.
It technically began earlier, but you know.
Imagine being a nobody and then Kylo Ren shows up and he's like, I'm gonna kill you.
You're right. Yeah, she knows how to use it.
I really like the shots of Kylo in this scene as he's walking through this little pass. I think it looks so awesome.
He does a little kind of show off there, and then he's like, nope, you're done.
He's like, okay, we're done playing games here. Time to do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
What? I can't hear you. I think of the Shazam scene.
Yeah.
Are you doing like the bad guy speech thing?
You're just
Calling that airstrike, baby. Yeah, you didn't take that long on Jakku.
Right? At Jakku, we have two enemies.
We might have a situation. Let's just bomb.
And this one, like, we're getting bombed. I guess we'll call it in now. It's only been 10 minutes.
Seems like a useful trick for another time.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Somebody shoot.
Pew, 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 pew.
Someone shoot down the transport. Wait, well, don't, because Rey's in there.
Dude,
They really did work him out, didn't they?
seriously, man, he ran so much in this movie. I bet he gained weight after The Last Jedi because he only ran like once. Flying V. Literally.
Ducks fly together.
That's getting rebooted.
Really? Uh-oh.
Disney Plus.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I guess they were just hanging out, waiting for the first order to
Dude,
leave.
it's time to meet The Last Jedi.
Oh, Carrie. C-3PO still makes me laugh. Oh. Oh.
How does he know BB-8?
Oh,
They know, 'cause
BB-8's
they
been part of the
know Poe.
Resistance.
Oh, that's true. That's right.
You know what's crazy to me? And, we can talk a little bit. Well, she's not in it too much. I didn't find her all that convincing in this movie. But in Last Jedi, I think she does a way better job. I don't know if that's just... I don't know why. Maybe it took her a year to get back into it.
Yeah.
Because she space poppinsed it.
But...
I thought she was fine in both. I didn't have any issue with her in this one.
I think I just wasn't expecting her to be that good. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then I thought she was fine.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not bad.
Yeah.
Definitely not bad.
Dude, run. Get going. You're not running enough. There you go. Okay,
Everybody
all
else
right.
is running faster.
Like, oh, that pilot who did really well. I hope it's a hot girl. Wait, it's Poe? Oh, I'm okay with this too.
It's a hot man.
It's a hot man. These guys do have some good chemistry.
They do.
Yeah. I was bummed they were, again, kind of separated throughout most of Last Jedi. The
Yavin vibes.
heavy heaven vibes. Love this nurse. You must be so brave. Oh, if only there was another droid there that might have half of a map.
I love his little hands.
Mm-hmm.
R2. One of my favorite lines in Last Jedi. When Luke just goes, R2?
Yeah.
It's exactly like the old movies. It's like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. did he get that red arm?
I like how it's like he's been in low power mode.
Yeah. He's depressed.
He's a robot. Put a new battery in him.
He's just sad.
He's sad because Luke's gone, because he's a cat. And he's sad because his owner's gone.
If he's too sad,
I think there's cats and there's dog robots.
He'll lose the will to live.
C-3PO
even though he's
is a
perfectly
dog.
healthy.
Yes, C-3PO is a dog.
C-3PO is a dog.
C-3PO is obviously.
R2 and BB-8 are definitely cats, though.
C-3PO is that.
I think R2 is like a loyal German Shepherd.
C-3PO is a golden retriever. Can we agree there?
Because he's gold?
Because he's gold. And he's just kind of like always in your face.
Yeah, he's always there.
He's not gonna. He's like.
Well, like even his entrance in this movie, he's like,
Oh hey.
I'm a big dumb robot.
But like R2, like, I don't know, like he's this army, like.
I mean,
when
he's
you
a
think of a
little
dog
more-
like in the army,
Yeah,
you think of
yeah.
like a German Shepherd.
Yeah.
And so that's how I picture R2. Just
Hey.
this loyal, right next to his master, always protecting him,
Yeah.
servant.
I see
Except
that.
for right now, he's not.
He's depressed that his master is gone.
He's doing but he is doing the job. He was told to
protecting
sit.
him. He's protecting
He was
him,
told
though.
to sit and stay, and
That's
he's gonna
true.
sit and stay until.
He is protecting him because he has the part of the map.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. I would hate to be woken up that way.
That's
chained to a chair?
Yeah.
That's 1/5 of Tom
With some weird
Cruise's
dude in a mouth
Cruise's
breather
acting
mask.
ability is just waking up suddenly.
Some mouth breather in a mask is like staring at me while I sleep in my metal chair. Like, ah!
Mouth breather. Stranger Things.
Huh?
Stranger Things.
Oh, hey.
Oh, and then we get the reveal.
I don't know what that little.
A normal dude.
Oh, hey, he's kind of attractive.
She's like, oh damn.
Yes! Why is there a pile of ash there?
Those are all the people that he's killed in that chair.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They
It's
took out
interesting.
the scene. That's where Poe was originally supposed to go. Poe's not supposed to make it through this movie.
Oh. But they were like,
But he's like, Poe is freaking awesome.
yeah.
And the world agreed.
Right call, for sure. The right call.
He reminds me of a pissed off teenager in this scene.
I mean, that is kind of his character.
Yeah.
Is a pissed off adolescent, right?
You know I can take whatever I want? Like, you know, he reminds me of like the guy who's like, he acts really tough and then his dad comes around and he's like, oh, sorry, Dad. Like, that's what I think of, the way he delivers his lines in this scene.
I think it's interesting. You know, I kind of think of him as a one side of the coin. If Luke in like 4 and 5 was one side of the coin, Kylo's that other side. It's like, what if he was just raised by slightly different people and he felt super entitled and was willing to abuse his power?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're both kind of just whiny brats.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go to Tashi Station and pick up the power converters.
I know your planet just blew
Time
up,
to
but
hang out with your friends.
my old man friend just died. Also, pretty good mental mind game acting here with the staring.
How many times do you think they had to shoot this because they kept busting up laughing?
Too many. Actually, Adam Driver never laughed. I'm sure of it.
Oh, yeah, it's probably always...
Her.
It was always
Ridley.
Daisy. Oh hey Podcat, please don't get up on that table.
Please don't accidentally stop the recording.
Swooping in. Huck swooping in for the kill.
Hux drives me insane. With hyperspace tracking?
Oh, yeah. There's always indistinct radio chatter. Isn't this Daniel Craig scene?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this stormtrooper here is Daniel Craig.
You're gonna talk about Battlefront 2 again, but Kylo Ren is definitely my favorite person to play as. I love playing as him.
Force sound. She's like, yo, that actually worked.
Oh, damn! I appreciate that it still has some humor.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people think of Star Wars as pretty serious, and it is. But oh, the rage monster's back. I love this. Whoop. Yeah, we good. We'll take the long way to get to the calf.
Yeah.
Here's another thing about this movie that I really don't like.
How it consumes the star to...
No, I actually don't mind that. Like that's pretty dope, if not unrealistic. I mean, what about Star Wars is realistic, I guess. But just the like, now we've got a timer, we've got a countdown, and we know that it's. We know the timer, so we know how much time we have, and we're not actually going to stick to it because because the movie has to make it tense.
Mom.
So like, how do they know what the target is? How is there any idea what the target is?
Maybe it's like that, the fire zone, the red area on it, like has a laser. Kind of like how whenever somebody's about to snipe, they always have a laser on the person. They're always like, there's a laser on your forehead. And they duck out of the way. So they just need to duck the planet out of the way.
They just Hey, just use the Force. You can move a planet with the Force.
I saw the Chewie roars, and I thought it was translating it to the, all right, let's go. Like, why would they do that?
Chewie's got his own language now.
Rawr.
They're explosives.
Now you tell me?
Oh.
That's a sign of love. Oh. Kill him. Darn. Almost got it. Always got to put a clock on things.
Yep.
Further evidenced by that line there.
That's a.
She left-handed?
I don't know.
Looks like it.
Sure does look like it, doesn't it? I love this. Just this idea of cutting it close, last second, gotta, whoop.
I like his face.
Another one of those things that's just in movies all the time is like vehicles crashing through things and just being fine.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
I hate it, but
It's
fine. It's
the
just what it
thing.
is.
You kind of like stuttered there and you're like, making beatboxing over there. Love it.
It's just a thing.
Solo.
Again, him being super connected to everything.
Yeah. I love Chewie's little.
I've always loved their
Insert.
banter, man. It's always been so good.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite, like, small things that they've always done so well.
Mm-hmm.
Hux is like that impatient boss who just always wants to know what's next.
Yeah.
Hey, we haven't seen this character since the first 5 minutes.
Surely there's gonna be a cool fight with her, right? She got poster
Definitely.
time.
Definitely. Look how cool she looks.
But no, alas, our hopes have been dashed. This is a cool shot.
They even brought her back a second time to do it again. Just use the force.
Not how the force works. I love that line.
Why did the screen go dark?
That was weird.
It's weird.
Are you still watching? Whee!
Wow. I know, like, they do this in movies all the time, just climb on ledges, but...
And like just insert yourself into the wall?
like, I'm just gonna climb down this wall real quick.
Fine.
Yeah.
I do love the trash compactor line. I just wish it wasn't for her.
Well, her character is trash.
Oh, got him.
Burn.
Somebody had to do it. I'm sorry. She's like Forky.
Trash. Trash, 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 trash.
And at least, you know, despite it just being another Death Star, we do get some cool space fighting.
Miners incoming.
Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger. That's Jessica Henwick calling Wing
Oh, yeah.
from Iron Fist.
Really?
She was just for Matrix 4. Yeah, she's just casted in that.
You know who would fit really well in a Matrix movie? Ed Skrein.
Who's
Ajax.
Oh, Ajax.
Ajax.
I think he would fit perfectly into those movies.
Yeah, he would
Yeah.
be good.
Sorry. Random thought of the
Random thought.
evening.
I feel like he could pull off a character like Agent Smith really well.
Yeah.
He would nail that kind of role.
Mr. Anderson.
Yep.
You don't need to come up with a plan. Here she is.
Perfect.
Aha!
She's right next to you.
Surprise!
Part of me wishes she would have shot the gun there and like accidentally like grazed somebody. Like, oh, you shot me.
Look at that smile.
He's like,
He's got-
ooh, she loved me. Not really though.
I mean, I would too.
Tyler's gonna eat some more candy.
It helps me produce more saliva.
So you cough less?
Yes. Kind of sucks.
You should just get water.
Because then I have to get up, and I don't want to do that.
Candy is closer.
Good idea, Han.
Han's a dead shot.
And that bowcaster. It hits pretty hard, doesn't it?
It does hit pretty hard. Ragdolls some stormtroopers into the walls. Ah. Anytime they are on a catwalk in these big open spaces, some main character's gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand why the catwalks never have railings.
Some of them do. Just the select ones that...
But like the one where he gets stabbed on, the one that goes over the giant hole in the middle of nowhere, that one doesn't.
Hey, do you think that the First Order could have gotten as big as they did without just completely disregarding OSHA rules?
I was gonna say OSHA. Probably this is like an OSHA nightmare facility.
I bet OSHA wasn't around yet. This is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. This is probably why OSHA's a thing.
Well, they're way more
Probably.
advanced than we are back then. So he should just fly down there because that's a force power.
I'm waiting for somebody to get teleportation powers.
Now she's got Poe's jacket on.
There's a deleted scene where there's the speeder chase where she gets the jacket.
Is it good?
It's unfinished.
Oh, so it looks funny.
Yeah.
Would it have been good finished?
No.
Aw.
It's so unnecessary. Just shoot him.
Could have.
The end.
Yeah, that railing just takes a 45-degree turn there.
Yeah.
And just ends.
Yeah, they built it partially. It's like, is nobody gonna go all the way out there ever? It's like, this is good enough.
You know, I think a lot of people, I don't know, I heard grumblings of how people felt Han handled this, but I really like it. And maybe part of that's being a parent, but like, there's just no realistic world where you would just fire on your son, even if you are the guy who shot first.
Right.
I don't have a problem with it.
It's like the last promise he made to Leia was to bring his
Right, to bring
son
him
back.
Helmet hissing. Some more good subtitles.
Gotta have the audience there too.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, he realized Kylo's got some real mental issues going on. Speaking in the third person. Thus leading to the decision he makes in the episode 8.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the reasons why Kylo is such a good character.
He walks that line.
He does. He walks it so well. It will be very interesting to see what they do in 9. Because kind of all of everything he's done has been resolved through violence.
Uh-huh.
Guess we'll see if he's redeemed or not. Will probably be the... Ugh. That willingness to help. To want to help. I do feel like it's... I don't know, were you guys surprised by this?
No.
It was
He
telegraphed pretty hard.
He walks out there and you're going, he's dead.
Yeah.
He walks out there and then everybody walks into the room and you're like, yeah.
Yep.
Ominous light change.
It's one of the reasons why such a good Good moment from Harrison. Just the like, I forgive you kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyways, what I was saying, while I really enjoy redemption stories, my worry is that with Kylo, if they have a redemption arc for him in 9, it'll feel like a cop out. Oh.
Yeah.
How does that not launch him? Literally ragdolls everyone else.
For me, that him killing Han Solo is kind of solidifies him as
A bad guy?
I'm on the dark side.
Yeah. Yeah, and then in The Last Jedi, when he kills Snoke, spoilers.
It makes you think, oh, maybe he'll go back, but no.
No, that's him. Now he's number 1.
Yeah.
That's not him
But
saying
I mean, like,
want to destroy
how
it.
like there's like it fools Rey.
Right. It
He's
makes
like,
sense
oh,
there in
maybe
the
there's
moment.
a chance, but no, he's taking over as top dog. He's the big bad,
Right.
Yeah. He is the new supreme
which is
leader.
why I was kind of disappointed that they were like, the Emperor's back.
Hey guys, look, it's the Emperor. Yeah,
I'm just
we'll
gonna
see.
hit the nostalgia button.
Yep. He's so quick. How did he get out there?
Dude,
Force teleportation.
have you not learned that Jason and Michael Myers, like that power, if you're the bad guy, you have it.
You walk faster than you run.
That's what I learned playing the Friday the 13th game. Jason is fast, and he can teleport.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He teleports.
Oh.
They even show the blood.
I don't understand what punching yourself in the wound is going to do for you, though.
Oof. I don't think
I'll
that
just
was...
turn my back to the guy with the lightsaber.
Again, he's only motivated by 2 things. But we get kind of a little dope little moment for him here.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that shot specifically was in the trailer, and I was like, yo, this
Everybody
is going to be
lost
so
their
lit.
minds.
And then he gets like 4 swings in, and he gets just moonshotted.
It's like, even though Kylo is super injured, he's still just playing with him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's still like, he's so casual about it.
Well, I mean, you think about who he was trained by, too. Like,
Right.
of course he's going to just wreck fools.
The wood chopper himself, Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker.
Nice use of the handle here.
Love the colors, too.
Mm-hmm.
How it creates that, like, purple light on both of them. It looks so good.
Yep.
He's chopping that wood.
And immediately, as soon as Kylo gets actually hit, he's like, no, you're done.
We knew the lightsaber was going to get stuck in the snow, right?
Oh, for sure.
So this part kind of bothers me.
Because all of a sudden, or what?
He dodges it. It goes right at him and he dodges it. He should expect it to come at him, right? Just catch it.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have been behind him. She should have been more to the side.
More to the side, so it's
then
more
it
of an
goes,
arc.
And it's like, what? Why did it go that way?
Yeah.
I've never noticed this before, but the first time she's holding it, the button is facing the camera.
Oh.
And then it cuts away and it cuts back and it's facing the other way and then she turns it on. I've never noticed that before. One thing I've always kind of thought is I feel like Daisy Ridley looks kind of awkward swinging a lightsaber. I feel like that in the new trailer too, like
Oh, yeah.
some of like the way she moves with the lightsaber is like it's too heavy for her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really kind of awkward looking. Where have I seen that shot before?
I kind of agree.
Like she
I think it works in this movie because...
yeah, it works perfect for 7.
Because it's... Yeah.
Because she truly
never
has
held
no
one.
clue what she's doing.
Right.
Like,
It's like I've maybe fought with my staff in the desert, but it's a whole... I'm going from T-ball to
Yeah, the
majors
Yeah,
in one step.
but and I mean, like in 8, she gets more training.
Yeah.
You know, and it still kind of looks funny. And then in the trailers for 9, I think it still looks a little awkward.
Yeah, we'll see.
This is the longest 15 minutes ever.
Thank you. See, that's my point. It's not realistic. Why do you even
Timing's
do
30
that?
seconds. What are we, like, probably 25?
Dude, every time I do that in a movie and I actually time it, I get so frustrated.
It's
20,
guys. If I ever make a movie and I do that,
18,
you guys just rip me to
17.
shreds.
16,
We will literally burn your
15.
movie
14,
Okay, cool.
13,
to ash.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so they blew it up in plenty of time. So
Yeah, that one actually worked.
Same area they did the jungle scene earlier. Just now they've added snow. Whee!
parkour.
This is pretty cool. So this whole area is
Yeah.
done on a soundstage, and there's like, I don't know, what they like 20 feet of real trees, and then all the other trees in the background are
walls.
it's just a wall.
Yeah,
it's just a
it's
matte.
awesome.
It's just like a matte image. It's not even green screen.
So I'm gonna walk back a former comment I've said about this scene in the past. It's really always bothered me that she somehow bests Kylo, and I'm like, no, everybody's like, it's because he's injured. She doesn't really best him. She's
No.
literally running from him the entire time.
Yeah.
And she just happens to get lucky and find a way to survive.
And you can tell he's not going for the
No,
kill.
yeah, he's not trying to kill her.
If anything, I think in his mind, he's already got that idea of, I'm gonna kill Snoke. She'll be my apprentice. Mm-hmm. That
need
is
someone-
just the mentality of the Sith.
Yeah. I need my number 2.
Right.
As he lets her think about how she's gonna win.
Right.
Now she's wood chopping a little bit.
The other really interesting thing in the script, there's what's going through her mind right here, and it's all rage. Like in her mind, she's hearing her inner voice say, "Kill him," type of thing.
See, and she does best him there, but
But it's that idea that, I think it's that idea that in some ways, when you embrace that anger, you are more powerful in a
Yeah.
way. It's why the dark side's always been
a leg up,
attractive,
yeah,
right?
and slightly stronger.
Yeah. And I think it makes her decision to, in Last Jedi, play with the dark a little more willingly. Like, that's more believable. But it's something that's just in the script. It's not in the movie. I think I see it in her face now that I know that. But
I mean, she literally just smacked him in the face with a lightsaber.
Yeah.
She definitely was going to kill him.
yeah, had the ground not separated there, she would have killed him. Ground ex machina. For Kylo, at least. Why don't you just have a communique that you're talking to him over?
I love the speculation about Snoke. Either like, I bet he's gonna be super small because he's so big as a hologram, or I bet he's actually that big.
No, he's
I
just,
wish he would have actually been that big. That would have been hilarious.
And he's just he's a normal guy, and everybody's like, oh, okay.
so he's really big, and then when Kylo does the lightsaber thing, it just like takes like,
Cuts off like his ankle.
yeah.
It's like, oh, my bad, dude.
My foot, ouch.
Chewie. Chewie's always here to save the day.
Chewie's the real hero of the Star Wars universe.
Chewie is the Star Wars universe.
Only one to be in
Every movie.
Not Rogue One, but every
3PO. And R2. And
3PO
and Obi-Wan, he has voice in this
3PO
one.
and R2 aren't in Solo though. Solo's the one that's like throws everything for a loop because it's.
Do we really need to count Solo though?
Oh hey guys, they blew up the Death Star. Yay!
And now there's another son.
Starfire?
That's gonna screw with the local gravity.
You see his eyes?
Yeah.
They like magnified on the mask.
There's like a bend in the mask.
Yeah.
And he went over it a little bit. It looked all weird. I'd never noticed that before. That was funny.
Oh, Rey's all by herself. This does bother me a little bit that Chewie just walks right by Leia.
Or that Leia walks right
By
Walk-
Chewie.
walk by
Either
Chewie.
either way, right? Like they should have had a moment just because of their relationship with Han.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little bit like poor Leia and her like I've got to comfort the boy or the people who lose one person when I've lost many.
Had they met before that scene?
No, another reason why it's a little awkward.
More reason for me to think Luke's onto something. Because she obviously feels like a natural connection to her.
Oh. And then R2.
Maybe it's that indicator thing.
Or the fact that it's feels like Luke.
Like
Yeah.
him. Did someone
But I mean,
place a...
for Rey, it's that indicator thing.
Oh, sure.
The chip. Sorry, that's the word I'm looking for.
I just made that up today, so that'd be. Oh my gosh, if that was.
Convenient.
Someone set a wireless charging pad right next to
No.
R2.
No. R2 feels Luke is around again. Because of Rey.
Oh.
It's a good call
Till he
there.
wakes up.
Because
laying into my theory even more.
Rey is a clone.
Heck yeah, baby.
Dude, I'm gonna help you. We're gonna cement this thing, dude. Thanks, 3PO. I bet R2D2 could put on a sick EDM show.
Oh, for sure.
I may have just screwed up everything. Am I still... Okay, good. Never mind, we're good. I accidentally hit the set button.
Oh.
It seems to still be picking me up over there, though.
Yeah, no, I think you're good.
I hope so.
There's not that much left.
Yeah, no, either way.
Also, Rey's new outfit here, amazing.
Oh, yeah, she has a collar. That helps. And it's more gray than white. Why is my phone going off so much?
I don't know why. I just think that's.
I think her outfit is super cool.
I think it's such a good outfit.
Yay, let's cheer the Millennium Falcon.
Let's cook them
for
all with
some
the...
reason.
Wait, why is his? When did he get his arm replaced?
Dude, don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
All questions will be answered in The Rise of Skywalker.
They better. It's the longest Star Wars yet.
Is it really? It's
Mhm.
longer than The Last Jedi?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not by much.
For like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not like we're getting a 3-hour Star Wars. Don't worry.
I'd
Like
be
2
okay.
hours and 35
I'd be okay
minutes.
with a 3-hour Star Wars
Oh,
movie.
I would too.
Chewie's like, yo, you really doing this? Chewie's telling R2 right now, like, bruh, she really got us out here on this stupid rock.
I got nothing to eat but porgs.
And Luke's probably dead at this point. We've been living out here on this godforsaken island,
Drinking nasty grain milk
drinking
straight from the teat.
cow titty milk. There's these little orange and white bird things that look like part penguins.
And there's fish people.
There's
Take
fish
it.
nuns that Damon Lindelof is in friggin' love with. For those of you who don't know, Damon Lindelof is a great follow on Instagram. And he, for about a year, he was photoshopping fish nuns into like every historical picture he could find. It was awesome.
That is amazing.
Guys, I found the old guy.
I really dislike how this ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Do you
I
like
think-
the ominous music for when we
Yes.
find Luke again?
I do like the music.
I'm you. You're me.
Oh, I'm you. And you're me. What's that song?
Oh, I was saying the line from Annihilation.
Oh.
Am I you? Are you me? Dude, Ryan Johnson saw this scene and was like, oh, we're going to piss so many people off. Yeet.
It keeps going.
It's too long.
It's too long.
Get that drone shot in. Let's do it. Yes. Mm-hmm. Work it.
I was like, how long are you gonna just stand there and hold that? But then, like, how they start it when they go back there after having a battle, and then it's just we're standing here again. Like, it was weird to me,
No time passed.
at least for them.
Yeah, the timeline is, and we could talk about that more in Last Jedi, but the timeline is a little wonky.
And it's something
Last
they've never, just in Star Wars in general, they've never really fleshed out, like, how long hyperspace travel takes.
But yeah,
Like, just right there, it seemed like it took them 3 seconds to get there.
yeah, but it obviously didn't.
Where, like, in some, they're like, oh, we'll be there in a bit.
Yeah, we've got time to make out in the closet.
We've got time to train Luke how to use a lightsaber for a bit.
Sorry, I'm pulling more Solo references out.
Why do you
just-
keep doing this?
just infuriating?
Gosh.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember that movie
Amelia
at all.
Clarke and her god-awful acting and what's his nuts is, the dude who plays Han Solo.
Aldrin
Ehrenreich.
Ehrenreich.
Making out in a closet while they're traveling through hyperspace.
Yeah. So it's clearly not instant. In any case, yeah, there's some things about this one that I don't love, but I think it's a good, like, kind of soft reboot sequel. Yeah, for the most part,
Yeah, I
I
definitely
enjoy all the
enjoy
characters.
it.
I enjoy all the characters,
Yeah.
and
Awesome villain.
yeah, Kylo's great.
I mean, hindsight is 2020, obviously.
Oh yeah,
And the fact that I didn't work on the movie and didn't have to write it, and I can watch it and then judge it.
mm-hmm.
So I would have preferred Luke have a bigger role in this one.
Yeah,
He got second
But-
billing
Yeah, for
for.
30 seconds of
He
work.
probably worked like 2 days.
2 days? I bet he worked like less than an
We
hour.
had to travel.
Does that count?
Yeah,
I
I bet
would
he
say
worked. I
so.
bet he worked 2 days.
Yeah.
Unless you also count like the table read.
The table
He
read?
doesn't even have a line.
No, so he read the script.
The script, yeah.
So he was the narrator
narrator.
basically for the table read, which is really cool. If you have the DVD, go watch that bonus feature if you haven't. It's not the whole thing, but it's like talking
Parts of
about it, and you kind of see the beginning, and they show little bits and pieces throughout it, and then at the end. And it is kind of cool to hear that in Mark Hamill's voice. But yeah, no,
He should do it
it's-
in the Joker voice.
Oh my, that'd be terrifying.
That'd be awesome. I would love that. I do enjoy this movie though.
Where does this one rank for you guys? I know our lists are constantly changing,
Yeah.
Probably.
and you don't have to give me a specific number, but just high, middle of the pack.
Pretty close to the middle. Probably top end of the middle.
Yeah,
Maybe 5. 4 or 5 for me. It varies.
I think it'd be fourth for me. Maybe tied for third with Return of the Jedi. Just all the teddy bear stuff really drives me crazy in Return of the Jedi. Just so much.
There's
It just
so
it
much of
drags,
it,
and then
yeah.
finally you hit this epic battle, and it really kind of fixes everything.
Yeah, it
for
makes you
me.
Yeah.
forget about it.
But
yeah, I'm right there too. It's actually on my list. It's at 5. right
Yeah,
now.
I just can't. I think I'm back and forth between, I would say 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, or 7, 3. I don't know. I'm back and forth all the time on it.
Yeah.
Well, 5, 4, 6, but whatever.
But yeah, good movie.
really, good.
I don't know. We have much more to say.
Yeah, no.
We get to talk about. Next month will be very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fake sick for that one.
Don't leave me here by myself.
It'll be the Ryan Johnson show. Maybe he'll come on and do it with us.
If
There we
Ryan
go.
Johnson comes on, I will not be here. It will be Brett and Ryan talking about how much they like it. I do not want to hamper on that at all. I will lie my butt off if I have to be there. I'll be like, yeah, this was great.
See,
No, but that's where you can have like,
I wouldn't be able to
hey,
do it in
like
front of him.
I'm really like here's one of the parts that really can
I don't-
like I don't
I bet
don't
he
really
handles
like-
it. He would handle it really well if you did ask him questions about like how you don't like things.
I just don't think I would be able to do it.
Yeah,
Like, I would feel so bad.
Ryan, if you're listening to this and you want to take times out of your Knives Out tour,
Movie would be
He did
long
like our
out.
tweet, so he does know we exist.
That's
to some
true.
extent.
That is true.
Maybe he'll be like, "What? They just posted a Last Jedi commentary. Let's hear what these guys think." Oh my!
At least one of them likes it.
This Tyler guy really does not like this movie.
This Luke character really has no idea what's going on.
Does this guy even know what Star Wars is?
He doesn't know what's going on, but gosh, his theories are so good.
Man, it's almost like I would do that.
here's the deal. I think based on
I haven't watched it since I saw it in theaters.
yeah, so this
Me
has nothing.
too.
This has
Yeah.
nothing to do with Last Jedi, and more just about Ryan as a filmmaker.
He has a funny laugh.
I don't think he really cares what you think.
He doesn't, and he shouldn't.
And yeah,
That's
and
good.
when you get,
You know what? You know
it's
what directors do?
especially true with Star Wars, like you have to make what you think is the best Star Wars.
You have to make what you enjoy.
and if people, and you're gonna get some people who love it, you're gonna get some people who hate it, you're gonna get a lot of people in the middle, and you can't listen to those people who say they hate it. You can take criticism. I'm not saying you can't take criticism, but I'm saying the people who just yell at you on Twitter, you ignore.
Yeah, you hear it a lot too, like from musicians. Like they
Yeah.
make music they like.
Yeah.
You make the music you like, or you make the movie you like, and it'll find its audience.
It's one of the interesting things, just going down that music train of thought. Like, one of the bands I really fell in love with in high school was Linkin Park, and their music changed dramatically.
Done.
And I really liked watching them evolve as a band and listening to their music evolve. I would say their earlier albums are still my favorite, but I grew to really appreciate some of their later stuff. And I think you can do that with film franchises as well.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I really loved the original stuff.
Star Wars is a great example of that.
It is.
I'd say
Man, I have a really hard time understanding the prequels and their silliness, but they're there, and I can enjoy parts of them.
I'd say James Bond.
Bond's another good one.
Those movies that came out in the 60s, they're sexist, they're racist. They're good,
Yeah.
but they're sexist and racist.
Yeah.
I'm kind of starting to lose my voice. Sorry about that. But, you look at, No Time to Die, and, you look at, the interviews that they're doing for it, it is vastly different in
Yeah.
this world that we live in.
Yep.
And that you make changes with what's going on, and, yeah, the director is still going to make his movie.
Yep.
But things change.
Yep.
I'm excited for a commentary for Last Jedi now.
I'm excited to see it again. I haven't seen it.
I'm gonna have to watch it twice this next month, so
Haha, sucker.
Oh yeah. Do you think you're gonna watch it before we do the commentary, or do you think it'll be
I
after?
don't know. We'll see. Hunter, it depends how quick Hunter finishes up Harry Potter. He watched 6 tonight. So he's
I
got
always
4
enjoy. Now
movies.
this is just me. I don't know what you guys do. Here's a little behind or inside baseball for anyone who's still
Wait, we're
listening
playing
to this.
baseball now?
I'm so bad at baseball.
I typically watch the movie that we're going to do a commentary on sometime in the week before we do it.
Oh, I don't.
It depends.
That way I'm not typically I can form thoughts about it. Maybe I'm just afraid there's going to be too much dead air time.
I think we do a good job with these movies, though.
Yeah. I think so. So I'll definitely be watching Last Jedi again before.
How many times have you watched Last Jedi?
You don't want to know.
Is it more than 10?
I haven't counted. Oh, it's more than 10. I haven't
On
counted.
purpose?
You better slow down or else it's going to go stale.
No, it's his favorite Star Wars movie.
Dark
Here's a-
Knight's
here's
my
a great-
one of my favorite movies, and I don't watch it because I don't want to lose interest in it.
I watch it. There's 3 different ways you can watch it, though. You can watch the movie as intended.
Watch it without.
You can watch it
Lines.
with just the soundtrack, and you
Hey.
can watch it with the commentary.
We get a post-credit scene here. I'm kidding, obviously, but
Is this robot a dog or a cat?
that one's
Is it an agent of the Empire or the Resistance?
it's a bad robot, so
Ooh, so yeah,
all I'll say.
definitely not
I'm
part of the
guessing
Resistance.
it's part of the Confederate Independent Systems. The droid Federation.
It's a separatist. It's a separatist droid. Okay, cool. But yeah,
On the run.
no. So I digest films differently than either of you, and so especially when I find a film that I like, very rarely will it go stale because I'm analyzing it every time I see it.
I didn't buy the last 2 Star Wars movies.
You don't
So-
have to. That's
I
fine.
haven't bought Solo, but I bought The Last Jedi the day it came out.
Solo and Last Jedi I have not purchased.
I think with me, I started trying to not rewatch things so much. 'Cause I want to experience new things.
Yeah. Oh, and you've done a good job of that.
I have maybe gone a little overboard. But I know, I complain about people that do it, and I mean, it's fine, but some people just rewatch The Office over and over again, and it's the
Oh,
only
yeah.
thing they watch. And it's fine, but, I don't want to do that. I want to experience a show that I haven't seen before, and that I might not watch it ever again.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that
But
either.
yeah.
Anyways, before we all fall asleep here,
Yeah, I'm very tired.
thank you all for
My voice is shot.
hanging out with us during Star Wars The Force Awakens. And hopefully we'll see you next month.
Next month for The Last
The
Jedi.
Last Jedi.
When I punch Brett in the face repeatedly
My guess
for 2.5 hours.
is that video
I actually won't do that.
will be our second highest commentary.
What's our
Behind
current highest?
Infinity War.
Infinity War. Infinity War is our highest, so prove me wrong and
Make it our highest.
make it our highest one. That's right. I'd love that.
I'm
But
gonna
I have
come
a
in
feeling
here.
just with the timing of everything, it's going to get a number of hits.
Sweetness.
But other than our commentaries, you can check out the What the
Is that for
Fanboy Show. We go live on YouTube Mondays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Or you can just listen to the audio version on iTunes or Google Play, any of those podcast services. Just search for What the Fanboy. And if you never want to miss anything, follow us on Twitter. We post out when we have new stuff there. Or Instagram. So until next time, we'll see you guys.
We'll see ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Raise a clone.